Hello, parents. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a crash course on division, which is going to be what we're going to be working on next in class. And so I'm just going to go through a couple of resources that I have for you to do at home and just some strategies that you can use to practice with your children. I'll try not to take up too much of your time and make it a long video because that gets boring after a while. So the first thing I want to show you is this website here. It says mrsiemensweebly.com. Okay. If you type it in just like it is at the top here, Mr. Siemens Weebly, and I'll just even go to Google and do it. If you just type in Mr. Siemens Weebly on Google, okay, click on this first one. It says math games. It'll take you to my math games. And if you ever need to navigate around here, just go on that bar and click math games. Maybe scroll all the way down. There are a bunch of games here that you can work on, a bunch of different facts on. There's whole numbers, rounding, addition, subtraction games, time, multiplication, and down here is division. Okay, I've shown some of the students some of these games, which is what they're used to, but these are just games that they can play at home that work on their basic facts. So if you know you're tired of doing the flashcards or something like that, there's always games like this that are a substitute as well. So this one here, it says division games. I know the games isn't underlined. I don't know how come that happened, but if you click on this, it'll take you to a list of different division games that students can play at home that work on their basic facts. Okay, oops, I got an issue here. Sometimes that happens with the smartboard. So again, a lot of these games are pretty good. I would go through them and figure out what works best for your child. Some of them do have like times where you can choose what level you want to work on. So like this car wash game, for example, I can choose, is there a sound thing on this? I can choose which levels I want to work on. So if I go 1, 2, 3, I can work on my division facts up to 3. Okay, oh, there it is. So then if I click go, then I'm just working on division by 3. Okay, so that's just an example of some of the games we're going to do. I want to show you now some of the strategies that we use in order to divide. So if you're practicing at home. And I'm going to do it on the smartboard here. So I'll just do 3 examples, and then this will help you to kind of understand. So let's start with one that's 24 divided by 4. Okay? So this strategy just involves us making as many groups of 4 as we can. So we know that 24 is our total, and we're just going to try and make as many groups of 4 as we can until we get to 24. Now, the reason I'm not going to draw these out is just because at home I don't think you'll be able to draw out 24 all the time. They kind of get annoying. So I'm just going to draw them as I go. At school, kids would generally have counters, so they count out 24 counters and then put them into as many groups of 4 as they can. Okay? So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And then I stop because I've hit my limit now. That's 24 divided by 4. And I look and I can say I've made how many groups of 4? 6. So then our answer is 6. Okay? So I'll just do one example of that. So you can do that with any. You could do 36 divided by 6. And then you could make as many groups of 6 as you can until you get up to 36. So it's just a strategy that students can choose to do. It might not be for every student. Okay, you have to test your child and see what works for them. Okay, the next one we have. Okay, this is what we call sharing. Okay, so in the language I talk to students is I'll say, I have 24 pencils and I'm dividing them between 4 people. Okay, how many pencils would each person get? So for that one, we have our 4 people down here. Okay. Then we're going to split up our 24 until we, split them up evenly, I guess, equal groups, until we get to 24. So I'm just going to draw dots here until I get to 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay? And How much did each person receive? Each person received 6. So our answer again is 6. Okay, so just a very simple method. And again, you can try that with any division fact you want, and students should be able to do it. The next one here, let's try 21 divided by 3. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to make what's called an array, and this language should be familiar to students because they did learn about it in our multiplication unit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make rows of 3 until I get to 21. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so I've got my 21 things here. Now, how many groups of 3 did I make? And this is kind of similar to the other one, but you just circle. Okay, I made 7 groups. Okay, so then I know that my answer is 7. So that's kind of the third strategy. The fourth and final one, which is what I want kids to get to eventually. So if you're finding your kids really struggling with this stuff, I'd recommend choosing one of the 3 methods I just showed you. But the fourth one would be, if you're thinking of 63 divided by 9, okay, you really need to say to yourself, okay, what times 9 equals 63? Okay, and to do that, you have to figure out a multiplication fact that's close to it, right? Because if you don't have a multiplication fact, then it's going to be awfully tough in order to do that. But if you're not able to memorize multiplication, then it's something that's going to be harder for them. So then they say to yourself, okay, what times 9 equals 63? Well, I know that 7 times 9 is 63. And that's how they figure that out. So again, what times 9 equals 63? Okay, and that of course would be 7. So it is a little tougher, but most kids will get that if they know their multiplication facts really well. And again, I'd recommend that if your kids are having trouble with the multiplication facts, continue practicing those flashcards with them. It's not like it's going to be something that's going to hurt them moving forward. So keep practicing the multiplication facts. And if they can't get this strategy here, the fourth one, then I'd recommend doing the other 3. Okay, thank you so much and good luck. There'll be some worksheets coming home for you to practice as well.